the happiest people. Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
Cruiser 50, it does look like we're going to have an ad hoc march stepping off here. There's a crowd surge heading east.
We love Trump! 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 We love Trump!
Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution and for the good of our country. And if you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I will tell you right now.
Priority. We just had protests. Peace circle. Breach the line. We need backup.
Lots of compelling video yesterday from this January 6th committee's hearing that was providing evidence in prime time to the American people on multiple networks about the reality of what happened, from the visuals to the thought process to the people involved to the behind the scenes type of text messages and phone calls exchanges. But this particular part, when they came back from a 10-minute recess, they began with previously unseen footage of what happened as they busted through and the timeline, and as Donald Trump there was inciting his foot soldiers to violence. It is the first in a series of multiple hearings that they're gonna have. I believe they're gonna have 6 to 7 more of these. So there's much more evidence to go. But this 10-minute video went through many things. But this next part here from this same string that they put together, it shows the intent and the actual bloodthirst of many of these MAGA rioters as they got into the Capitol. Let's watch more.
We're going to give riot warnings as soon as the outriders here. We're going to give riot warnings. We're going to try and get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50, be advised, Capitol Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get to the Capitol.
Without objection, the chair declares the House in recess pursuant to Clause 12B of Rule 1.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts.
We need an area for the House members. They're all walking over now through the tunnels.
To us people now, the American people. What are you ready to do? One more time. What are you ready to do? And whatever it takes, I'll lay my life down if it takes.
Absolutely. That's why we showed up today.
Absolutely. That's why we showed up today. Those crazed individuals with their eyes spinning, looking for someone to kill. I'm ready to lay down my life today. That's why we came here, as he puts on his tactical gear, whatever that was. He's throwing over his shoulders. Ravana, before we go further into this first part about how they went through all of these barriers and the destruction of, again, we've seen many of it, but it was a different angle and view and interaction with some of these guys yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so shocking to watch, because I mean, we've all seen footage, but this is new footage that's being released. But what really struck me is the person with the megaphone literally reading off Trump's tweet and rallying the crowd to storm the Capitol, because there's been this active mission by conservatives to pretend that Trump did not inspire this, that his rhetoric was not leading this. And that was a pretty strong example of how it literally was his words, his tweets, what he was saying that was motivating them to continue on and breach the Capitol.
Yeah, the hearing went on for just, I believe, for around 2 hours or so. And they highlighted from the first part about this, about how people were saying specifically. And after they went through, we're gonna talk about Officer Edwards in a bit here, after they had her testimony, how Proud Boys were part of the organizing process and how they said they're there because Trump said so. Proud Boys a membership grew like tripled after he put out that tweet saying, hey, show up in Washington on January 6th, it's gonna be wild. All these things were presented in direct order of how this could have all worked out. Really fast, this graphic number 2, you guys, because this is a part, I'm glad you said that, Ravana, the part of what Bennie Thompson and also Liz Cheney, the chair and co-chairs of this committee, were saying. They said Trump was, quote, at the center of a coordinated effort to reverse President Joe Biden's 2020 election victory and provoked the violence at the Capitol that day. So I read that only because that was the objective of as they begin these hearings. And as they go further, which I believe the next one is the beginning of next week, it's gonna get deeper. We'll see which other elements they go to. But one more clip from this expansion at the beginning, because there was Capitol police officers that had to fight face to face. We saw a little bit of it in that second one, but here's more as they were breaching another aspect, another angle of the Capitol building.
We can stage in December that West Chairman for backup.
People. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love, the love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
As we watched those videos, I was thinking, I said, the fact that this isn't the biggest, when it happened, I see at this point, it's been over a year, Ivana, but when that happened, the fact that this wasn't the biggest news story in the world, with the scenes that you saw there, especially at the end there, it's chilling. It looks like something from 1897, 1870, when these wars are going on. It's just people running up with flags to plant it in the field of their opponents because they feel like they're these revolutionary colonial soldiers. And again, I think they keep forgetting when it came to the one that we had here, that side lost. But I mean, that's what they're trying to recreate here, and it worked to a degree.
Yeah, I mean, I was really definitely feeling the love in the air in that video. I could, no, but I think, yeah. I think it was really smart of the committee to hold these hearings at night. They started at 8 p.m. Eastern time yesterday because most committee hearings are during the daytime. People can't watch them, they're at work. This way they had a massive audience for these hearings, so everyone got to see, the descriptions that Trump is giving that are wholly inaccurate, juxtaposed with the pretty brutal videos of the insurrection. And of course, this is great for the Democratic Party because this is a way to rile their core base to get to the polls in the midterms, because this is something that their core base of voters does care a lot about. And it's important to get to the truth of the matter. And it's important that people be able to watch these hearings. So I think that they did a really smart thing by holding it at night.
Yeah, we'll see where it carries off from there, because they're gonna go and continue this on over the next few weeks, probably into another month from now.